T. Perry, get in here. No, seriously. Tyler Perry, get your butt in here. Let's get into this good old Divorce in the Black review. Now, I am a Southern gal, born and raised in the dirty South. Never in the history of my Southern hospitality have I ever gone to a funeral, as we call them in the country, or a funeral and seen somebody pull a body out of a casket.
Not the casket. Take him out.
Man, what the hell? I had to pause my screen, go into the kitchen, grab me a glass of ice water, squeeze my lemon juice in there, come back, rewind it, play it again to see what I thought I saw, and then decide that, yes, I saw what I thought I saw before I bought. Shock value reeled me all the way in. In books and movies, there's always an element of fantasy, something that doesn't really happen in real life, but it could, and it draws you in because it's so out there, it's so fantastical, and that's what you did. You started this movie with a bang, and for that, I am grateful. It was a refreshing WTF moment. I laughed so hard, like, oh my gosh, are they really that proud? But they really were that proud. Anyway, let's get on into this Divorce in the Black movie review. Now, Megan, I met you a few years ago. I think that was the year I got pregnant with Queen. Anyway, I asked you then, what was your skincare routine? You laughed, but I'm serious. I need the name of your esthetician, or can you drop a video for the girlies to give us your skincare routine? I mean, dang, girl, you know, you're a woman of a certain age, and that skin is just glow. I mean, it has looked so good for so long. So please give us a skincare routine. And if you don't want to, you can just DM it to me. It'll be our secret. First, let me thank you, Tyler Perry, for keeping Black actors and actresses employed. These are Black actors and actresses who have skin in the game, but maybe mainstream Hollywood has forgot about them or doesn't create enough roles for them to keep them cashing checks. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that, pouring into our creatives community. I love that for you and for them. So before we do character development, let's talk about story plot. In-law relations. Boy, do I know a thing or two about that.
I dare you to say it's because of your daughter. This girl has done nothing for my boy but judge him and make his life miserable. No, that's not
Miss Linda, you have made...
The in-law relationship going on in this movie is a heavy undercurrent. But as I spoke about the fantastical element earlier, the in-law relations brings in an element of realism that is impossible to ignore, because so many of us are in relationships or have been in relationships where one side thinks they're better than the other, or one side thinks the other side thinks they're better than the other. Somebody chooses their significant other at the behest of their family, and then the relationship falls apart, and then it's, well, we told you never to marry that person or be with that person anyway. There's so much back and forth, tit for tat between the in-laws that it really drives the plot forward. And I love that element of realism because we've seen it hinted at before, but not quite to this magnitude where it's really a heavy undercurrent of the film. So I like the realism. Yes, you need fantasy. Yes, you need things that happen that we wish could happen, but we can't really do in our real life to happen. But you need that element of realism that people can sink their teeth into and feel like, yes, I understand where this is coming from. Yes, I know what these emotions feel like. I appreciated that. Dallas is psycho. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. Homeboy asked for the divorce.
Jim, I can't do it, man. No, I want a divorce. We don't have no kids, so this should be easy.
Then got mad when Ava easily granted it to him, like, sir, what did you really want?
Man, she wanted to divorce me, man. You saw. She was happy at that divorce, and you know that.
Then he blamed everybody else for their divorce, and even his best friend, to the point of feeling like the best friend was sleeping with the enemy. Not literally sleeping, but you know the phrase. And I can see how he would feel betrayed by his best friend, but You asked for the divorce, sir. You are the one who put this will in motion. Ava was not going to leave him. That is what he wanted. That is what he got. Dallas was a ticking time bomb. It was not if, it was when.
What are you doing here?
So, I don't want to get too much away because there's a character development piece, but you can see him. The movie opens up with him being a little upset. He's a little sad. He seemed like he wasn't wrapped too tight, but I thought, well, maybe he's just upset. You know, his brother just passed away. And as I said, the movie opens with the bang. So it's like, well, maybe he just is in a bad place because of all that's going on. But you quickly start to see like, hey, wait a minute now. He's always been this person. We didn't really get to see much of the before story, and there were no flashbacks, but the best friend let us know that, hey, your boy has not been wrapped too tight for a long time. Ava is just hell-bent on making this marriage work. So she stayed with Dallas, but you see him increasingly get more violent, and he just becomes undone. And it's a very, very steady growth in the wrong direction.
Okay, I done sent you 7 text messages about the time Jim need to be at that office to sign them papers. Hey, man. What are you doing out here?
Oh, that's fine.
But it keeps the plot moving. And again, it wasn't a if, it was a when. But I had an idea your girl was going to come through at the end in the way that she did. There's a strategic move she made. She just kind of disappears from where she is. And I was like, ooh, I already know what she's going to do.
Oh, shit.
And she did. But I would have, again, appreciated if that scene was a little bit longer, because it felt like build up, build up, build up, build up, build up. Oh, shoot. Okay, girl. I would have liked that scene to just be a little bit more dramatic, the climax of it, but it also spoke to the growth of her character, which is why the scene was not longer than it was. Now to the character development piece. So we're going to talk about the two main characters, Ava and Dallas. Can you all please stop saying, oh, I see why Tia left him. Oh, Corey played that a little bit too well. Ma'ams and sirs, he has been an actor for 25 years. Now, granted, he hasn't been in a movie or a TV show every single year like clockwork, but your boy has been a paid actor in Hollywood for over 25 years. Are you not better at your job? Have you not improved in your hobbies? He played the role. He did what he was supposed to do. I don't think that's any reflection on him as a person. Think about Denzel Washington in Training Day.
I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of who the fuck you think you fucking with. I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
He played that venomous role so well. It earned him an Oscar for, he was the second black male to earn an Oscar for Best Actor in over 50 years. Now, do I think Denzel Washington is a gun-toting, dope-dealing, gang blasting cop in real life? Absolutely not. Do I think he's abusive in real life? Absolutely not. Do I think he treats his wife with love and respect? She has said nothing to the contrary. So why would you all think that Corey playing this role is how he acted in his marriage? Please stop that. If I redirected my heartbreak into a 65,000 word romance novel, I know you can take some of the emotions you felt through your life and play the hell out of somebody's role. That's all he did. Megan's character went from being docile, subdued, and timid to really standing up for herself. You can see her not speaking back, not really standing up. She does a little bit to her best friend, but towards everybody else, even her parents, she just she hears what they say. She tries to defend herself, but it's a weak defense. She doesn't really step into herself until she feels herself being threatened. Once her livelihood is threatened, it's like something goes off and she remembers, I I am that girl. Now, it could be the good cry she had with her mom, or the talking to her dad had to her, the letter her best friend wrote, something, or maybe it was all of the above. But she remembers who she is, and she steps into that power. That is what she needed to become, that girl, so she could do what she needed to do to end the movie. So many of us live our lives knowing that we have people who have our backs, we have support systems, but at the end of the day, we have to save ourselves. At the end of the day, we have to do what is necessary to keep a roof over our head, to keep food in our mouths, and take care of our kids. We have to slay our own dragons. And that is another realistic point of view that Tyler Perry has written, where you see her step into her power. She owns who she is, what she's done, what she hasn't done, but whatever is necessary to take care of herself and her family. I wish I hadn't seen the negative comments before I watched the movie, because I went into it with like low expectations. I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's gonna be such a waste of my time, but I'm gonna give them the view because it's on Amazon Prime, and I want them to keep, giving dollars to Black creativity. But it was a solid film. I enjoyed it. It had a good story plot. It had very clear character development written in. The characters played their parts, and they played them well. I enjoyed it. If you need something to do tonight, watch Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black with Megan Good and Corey Hardrick. I promise you, you will like it. And if you don't, then you just don't. But either way, come back to my video. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And hey, let's start a dialogue. And Tyler Perry, when you're ready to share some of those writing credits, come holler at your girl. I have a couple movie ideas inside of me. Let's go.